Tiet, Saxfalte, Quakendilin, Ferbert, Sanshaktenjo. That, I think, was Gaelge, or Irish. Thank you, Kian, for sending your recording to me. Whew, now that we have all the birthday and anniversary and whatnot celebrations behind us, I'd like to show you the new things of this week. The Fire Temple Camp. It was night when you got here and entered the Fire Temple. This is a shot when you come out. It's now dawn and the big Sarahul patrol, or army, is on the move. Hey, does anybody remember the old Time Machine movie with the Morlocks? Kinda reminds me of that. We want to encourage exploration. Remember the scaffold we showed you in some of our videos? It now actually leads to somewhere. A new place where you can assess the situation from above. And for you explorers, there might be some interesting things to find up here. You'll find out for yourself. Apart from that, the level was extended with the area that actually leads to the Fire Temple. This is the new sidearm of the canyon. Ricardo has been so busy cluttering the area, adding little bushes, trees, dead trees, grass and things like that. There are multiple ways through this canyon, but ultimately you'll want to reach the Fire Temple entrance. Okay, now that we are here, let's go and have a look into the Fire Temple itself. Some work's been going on there this week. New pieces of machinery found their way in. As you know, humans and Sarahul alike are exploring these temples as no one knows who built them, why they're abandoned, what secrets are hidden within. Multiple pieces of machinery still seem to be intact. There's a lot to be found out about how these temples work and use it to your own advantage. Until you enter this room. It seems the ancient race also had maybe workers or guardians protecting this place. And you just woke them up. Remember that everything you see here is very early in production. We are working on all levels here. Programming, visual effects, animations that are obviously missing on the guards. Okay, let's even go a step further in terms of unfinishedness. We just barely started this area, a new level. There's really not much here. As you know, we do a block out, a sort of quick and dirty version of a level to test pacing, puzzles, enemy placements, etc. Some highlights are bugs, this time with a bug queen, Sarahul's scouts that patrol the area, and a scorpion. A huge canyon with a bridge, and here, big emptiness. There's not much done here yet. So you see on how many layers we work. Cluttering and polishing, almost finishing the Fire Temple camp at night and at dawn, working on the inside of the Fire Temple, creating assets that are unfinished, and way ahead very rough blockouts of new areas. I'd like to finish this dev diary with some cool news for our Sandbox and Fire Temple camp backers. We're about to wrap up the build, so Fire Temple Camp add-on backers can get their hands on it. And Sandbox backers will get a huge update to their Sandbox as well. Of course, you can still roast carrots or take your carrot for a walk. But you can play with all the new controls we've worked on. For example, you can now pick up multiple elements and access them using the number slots 1, 2 and 3. You now have a free line of sight when using telekinesis, as picked up objects move to the side. Play with it. You can also play with a lot more spells. We added a water pool to the area. Okay, it's not very pretty, yeah, but it's a sandbox after all. It works. You can splash into it, splash things into it, or take essence magic from it and release all kinds of spells now. Try the fire and essence magic to spawn the fire snake. Find out how to conjure a wind punisher spell. Or play around with the havoc beam. And as a special treat, we added enemies, so you'll have even more fun trying out all the new spells. This is our way of giving our add-on backers a special thanks. And to ask you for feedback, the new feedback system is implemented as well. Just hit escape or F5 to give us feedback of what you think of the controls and spells. We'll send all Sandbox backers a special email so you know when to look for updates in your Humble store. For all others, if you are curious and would like to play the Sandbox, you can get your hands on it. Go to sonofnor.com/shop. And that was it for this week, folks. If you want to voice your opinion, join our forums at forum.sonofnor.com, sign up and start discussing your ideas. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, or follow us on Twitter to stay up to date. All links are in the description as always. Thanks very much for watching. See you next week.